Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back your lovely faces to a brand new video here on the channel. Well, today we're going to be talking about Kathy Griffin, who has recently jumped on Twitter after she locked her account, and she just basically started bashing Johnny Depp fans, and she also started bashing Johnny Depp again, which, coming from someone like her who, at this stage of her career, she is a has-been. It's like, right, okay, you're trying to stay relevant. You're just trying to stick with people who basically can give you your name some, ooh, look what she's doing. But people don't really like you anymore, Kathy. So let's just jump into it. So, this is what we're going to be talking about first. Kathy Griffin has compared Johnny Depp fans to QAnon supporters after the actor's backers stood by him throughout his court battle with ex-wife AH. Depp sued AH for $50 million in over a 2018 op-ed for the Washington Post, in which she said that she was a DA survivor, though she did not name Depp. His lawyers argued that it was obvious that she was referring to the actor, which is very true. She even admitted it was about him in court. AH countersued for $100 million, alleging that Pirates of the Caribbean star had defamed her through comments made by his attorney Adam Waldman. On June the 1st last year, the jury in the Virginia trial found that AH had defamed him and awarded him more than $10 million. Depp, in turn, was ordered to pay $2 million to her. Settled after court, all she got to do now is pay $1 million, which is going to charity, which is great. Now, throughout the trial, AH became the focus of countless negative social media posts, with a sizable faction of Johnny Depp fans questioning her allegations of DV. In turn, AH won an army of supporters, many of whom said the Aquaman star had been vilified for daring to speak out against a popular actor. She's actually got followers on Twitter who have been caught out using literally dozens of Twitter accounts in their own name, and they've actually been caught out having conversations with each other and forgetting to switch profiles. That's over on Twitter if you want to go and see that. That's actually very, very funny. But it does go on to say, you know, Johnny Depp and AH, both parties leveled allegations of this against the other during court proceedings, accusations that both parties denied. Now, comedian Kathy Griffin, she reiterated her anti-Depp stance this week when she joined a conversation sparked by a Twitter user who said, asking people to name their horrible person in their relationship in a post-Johnny Depp trial world is actually insane. No, it's not, because a lot more men have come out and said that they are victims, because they've actually said this has helped them, you know? But again, no, people like Kathy Griffin and other people who literally still think that men cannot be victims. It wouldn't surprise me if someone from Kathy Griffin's past comes out and accuses her of doing something bad, and then she'd be like, no, I never did it. So, in that way, Kathy, do we believe your ex, if they did? You know, I wonder if something like that's going to happen. We saw it with Dario Argento's daughter, Asia Argento, who, she's one of the big Me Too movement people, and then stuff came out that she slept with an underage boy, and the boy brought it out, and he said this is what happened, and she was literally, oh, I didn't do it, but then she paid him off. Anyway, noting the negative comments the tweet had attracted, NBC News tech and culture reporter Kat Tenbaj, ladies and gentlemen, she weighed in on the matter. Of course she would weigh in on the matter, because she's irrelevant now, and because she has been shown up by so many people who have actually called her out on her representing statements as facts, which, when they're not, for one, because people have actually shown the true photographs, statistics, everything, and like, you're actually wrong on this, because this is what we got. And she just blocks people, then attacks them from behind the block button. But this is what she said. The backlash to tweets like this illustrates that people would rather believe they were right than accept reality. That's very interesting, because that is exactly what Kat Tenbaj does. She will put out a tweet or an article, she will claim facts and that she is right. People will come against her and say, actually you're wrong, here's all the evidence and all the facts. She will then block them and start attacking that person behind the block button and in upcoming articles, which she has done to quite a few YouTubers. So that statement there is exactly what she is. She is saying exactly what she has done. But it's interesting when you got people like Kat Tenenbaum who says these things, and it's like, that's exactly what you do. They just don't think before they do anything. They think they're clever when they start saying these things. It's like, come on. This is exactly what you do. Look at the article that she did on Tug and everything else, and then Tug and everyone came back with evidence going, you're actually wrong. What did she do? She wrote and she tried writing an article that she thought, yeah, this will get everyone on my side. It backfired against her, which is great to see. So this is what Kat Tenenbaum actually wrote, people. The reality is, the way that trial was consumed and analysed by the public, it hurts victims. If you can't accept that, you don't live in reality. Kat Tenenbaum, men can be victims. Why can't you accept that? Why can't you? The QAnon vibes intensify when JD supporters have to reckon with the very real, very immediate consequences of that trial. Again, when you start saying this person or these group of people who don't go along with my ideology is QAnon or they're this or they're that, always ends in some kind of ism because you haven't got anything else to back up your argument. Which is what Kat Tenenbaum is very good at doing. Now, this is what Kathy Griffin said. Interesting. It makes sense that Johnny Depp stands would be QAnons, or at least agree with some of the QAnon nonsense. QAnon is a killer disease. This is not the first time that Griffin has shared her opinion on Depp. Back in June, days after the trial, the jury ruled largely in favour of Johnny Depp. Griffin called the actor orange, fat, bloated booze bag. Again, someone who attacks appearances, they haven't got anything else to back them up because they know the person who they're attacking is right. But it carried on. Griffin prefaced her statements by saying, though, that she is friends with Amber Heard. Okay, she's your friend. You do believe him. She said the verdict was really disturbing to her as a woman and a feminist. She called the discussion around the trial a social media bloodbath and opined that #MeToo is not dead yet. She then launched an attack on Johnny Depp, criticising his appearance and his accent. I just think Depp is gross. Do you know what I find funny? These Johnny Depp stans that are talking about this trial and yet they refuse to show pictures of what he looks like now, which is a big orange, fat, bloated booze bag. He's not orange. He's not a booze bag either. You know, he drinks. Again, he's not bloated either. During that trial, he was one of the smartest people in that room. A nice suit every single day. She also ripped his fans who waited outside the courtroom each day, saying, and just the whole thing of how he had like his digital warriors outside. This is a middle-aged man. This is pathetic. So anyway, I don't get it. You don't get it, Kathy, because you have no fans who stick up for you. But when I say, like people like her, you got all of this, and they just keep forgetting the majority of Johnny Depp fans are women. This is what they all don't seem... Well, no, they do actually know it, but they just don't tell people. They like to go around and start accusing, oh, it's all these people, blah, 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 look what they're doing. And it's like, no, these are actual victims as well. You've got people who supporting Amber, and again, on Twitter, we've reported it on this channel. Andy Signor, Tug, Stevie, Les, Soups. You've got... Colonel Kurtz, you've got so many people, Legal Bites, so many people have put out videos showcasing what Amber Heard fans have said on Twitter. They've gone on and they've actually attacked victims who support Johnny Depp with horrible things, saying like, oh, now I know why you were this. Now I know why you were that person in a relationship, because you're horrible, you deserved it. Victims don't speak like that. Victims do not speak like that. Kathy Griffin, she is a narcissist. She is a horrible person. And it's just sad to see when you see someone like her who goes on and starts berating and slagging out someone's appearance. Like I said, people who attack appearances, they haven't got anything else to go on. Kat Tenbaj, when she's confronted with facts and evidence, she'll block you and start talking shit about you behind your back. Because they know people who are on their side literally haven't got a brain for themselves. But you know, guys, this is what it is. Let me know what you think of this article below. Say the actual New York Post article is in the description box below. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell, folks, and I'll see you all very soon. Take care and have a nice night.